Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel, Mayta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Fused with Kyuubi? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well if you haven't done so already. And one more thing, it's gonna be a dark story, so heads up in advance. Now without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato. 6 years after the Kyuubi attack. It was October 9th and nighttime in the said village. A festival was going on there, and a play was playing. A play in which people acted the acts that happened 6 years ago. How their bravest and most legends sacrificed themselves in order to save them. While most of the people alongside the younger generation was there, busy watching that, a group of mob was playing their own play. Currently, they were chasing a 6-year-old child and had him cornered into an alleyway. The poor boy was being beaten to the inch of his life. As now we see, people's fists were dripping with blood, as there in front of them, slumped against the wall, was half awake and half unconscious Naruto Uzumaki. His face was swollen. Some of his teeth were broken as well. As the poor boy, who was half awake, as his vision blurred and stabilized, then asked, "Why are you doing this?" "Why?" he asked. "Simple. We hate you. We hate you to the core, and we want you to suffer and die like how our loved ones did." "Did I do?" "You didn't do anything. No, you didn't do anything. It's us who are gonna do something." As Naruto didn't understand why, if he didn't do anything, were these people beating him to the inch of his life. He was enraged, pissed beyond anything. So much so that his wounds began to heal. His eyes began to glow red with slits in them as he began to stand up. The Kyuubi was influencing him. "See? I told you he would show his true colors." The people began to yell, and murmurs erupted amongst the group as Naruto began to stand up, his teeth turning into canine like fangs. "You will pay for this. I am nobody's punching bag." As Naruto took a step forward, only for a seal master amongst them to use a crappy seal and slammed it onto his guts, causing something to happen. And that was an event known as the seal collapse, which destroyed the previous seal and the new one. As Naruto slumped down to the ground in agony as his skin began to tear up. "Look, the damn demon is being consumed by my seal," said the seal master, but suddenly a huge burst of orange chakra was released, so much so that the seal master standing next to the boy was half engulfed into it and was shocked. "Oi, get out of there. You're gonna get hurt." But as soon as they touched the man, he fell to the ground. Half of his body was evaporated. As from there within, the merged Naruto and Kyuubi emerged. Think of it like this: the fourth tail state, but with all the 9 tails. As Naruto's eyes were white, hues, and orbs, his face was darkened, and he was continuously covered with chakra, dark, pitch black and orange chakra. As the said monster, now on all fours, looked towards them, his tail swaying left and right. "Oh my god, what did he do?" As suddenly it screeched, and then all of its tails came forward, and small orbs appeared. And after that, a small bowl was formed which it consumed, and its guts and mouth literally looked like it was going to explode until he opened his mouth and a huge beam was fired. It didn't only kill them, it evaporated in a straight line, huge amount of buildings and even a clan compound. Hundreds of the people died in an instant. Immediately the Anbus and everyone else was alerted and were now on the place where this had happened. And what they saw was beyond shocking. A monster. Kyuubified monster. But a small one. As Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage, stood there in shock. What the hell is that? That's Naruto. Something has happened. As suddenly there was a huge puff of smoke, and there, standing behind the Kyuubi, was Jiraiya, as he slammed a seal, causing the Kyuubi to not be knocked out cold. And now in an unconscious state, as the chakra dispersed and the boy now emerged again. But there was something off. His skin was now paler, ash white, and there were black veins appearing throughout his face as well as all over his body. Take him to the medics. Now, in the Anbu's quarter. And so that his spirit, Naruto was moved. Huge amount of destruction was ensued, and the council wanted to know. Hiruzen first needed answers, so he held them off. As Jiraiya, after the doctors came out with the grave news, then said, I have to go and check the seal. Wait, you can't go inside. Jiraiya, somewhere it's dangerous. What? I think he might had a seal rupture. Seal rupture? But that's the Reaper Death Seal, powered by Shinigami itself. That should not have happened to it. But it did. No. Seal rupture. This can't be good now, can it, Jiraiya? No, Sensei. Usually this is very extremely rare. You can reverse it, right? You can do something about it, right? No. There's nothing we can do. As long as that seal remains on top of Naruto, he will remain unconscious. But as soon as that piece of paper is ripped open, he will be awake. I don't know what will be awake. Will it be Kyuubi? Will it be Naruto? Will it be both? I can't tell. We have to use Inoichi. He is the only one. Inoichi found it too dangerous, but one of his clansmen volunteered. That man died because his soul never returned. I told you that it would be a disaster, and you wanted me to go in. Calm down, Inoichi. We did not knew this would have happened. I warned you! Yelled at Inoichi. Enough, Inoichi. You can leave. I know that we made a mistake, but the council, they needed proof. That is why you were brought in. As after that we see Hiruzen arrived later in the council chamber, where everyone was seated. I guess you all are here for only one reason, and one reason alone. Am I right? Yes. We want to know what happened. Why did Naruto Uzumaki transformed into the Nine-Tail? That was not a Nine-Tail. It was a corrupted state. You see, the seal that Minato used, a new seal was slapped on, and the seal ruptured. I do not know who slapped it, but because of that idiot, we are not sure who might have awakened, because the seal that Jiraiya has placed has caused it to go into unconsciousness. As soon as the paper is sealed off, something will awake. Will it be Naruto? Will it be Kyuubi? We are not sure. But whatever it is, it's that thing, and it's gonna stop at nothing until we all are dead. It's mindless. He's right. We have to do something, said Inoichi. My clansman tried to go inside, and he died. His soul never returned. His consciousness was consumed. I don't think there is a way to cure him. No, there's nothing. So we're just sitting on a ticking time bomb. That's civilians. And whose fault do you think it is? Said Hiruzen, slamming his fist on the table. I warned you, asshole, to stay the fuck away from that child. But you had to go and get your revenge. Are you happy now? We all are doomed. Soon as the boy wakes up, he will be a disaster for all of us and the rest of the elemental nation. And there is no stopping, because the seal rupture, nobody knows. Jiraiya is working on it. Hopefully there is a way. But if there isn't, then we are doomed. Now the civilians' council members shifted uncomfortably, because the blame was placed on them, and they couldn't stomach it. because they were the one who caused this to happen. We apologize. Shut up. Shut the fuck up and don't even say those words. You do not know how I am constraining myself to ripping you to shreds by my own hands. As that is when another beam of orange chakra emerged. As it was engulfed. Oh no. What is that? It's him again. Set down, Zo. Mobilize everyone. We have to take care of him now. Think we will be able to win, Danzo? We have to stop it as much as I can while the rest evacuate. And so, Yuzin, Danzo, and the others arrived. Jiraiya was found dead. His chest was ripped open by the said monster. He made a mistake, and that was thinking that those two consciousness that was fighting to and struggling to take control over one over the other might have merged. And the mergence was only based on one thing: their hatred, anger towards people, especially Konoha. Yes, Kyuubi no Yoko and Naruto Uzumaki have united against Konoha, and their rage was manifested in this form. Now there was nothing in this whole world that could stop them. Jiraiya was, but he was taken care of. And what followed suit was massacre, destructions, explosions, deaths. These were the only things that happened in Konoha by the next sunrise. Mangled bodies were everywhere, as a screech was heard atop of the destroyed Hokage monument. The fort's face was the only thing that remained, but it was too destroyed as well. As within the mindscape we see the child crying was surrounded by a tail of the Kyuubi. I warned you, child. These people, they don't deserve your trust. I do. Because I have told you from the start everything. Kyuubi was using Naruto, yes. But he knew one thing, and that was the boy had no say whatsoever when he was made into a Jinchuriki, and the cherry on top was the boy's life was made into a living hell. Konoha need to go. They were the bane of both of their existence, and they were eradicated. Nothing would stop them. That is what they thought until Hagoromo Otsutsuki appeared. Kurama, father, you're manipulating that child. I know, but it is for his own safety. We both have a common enemy. You know that in this state, the boy's body will dissolve and you both will be trapped as such. I know. But the boy doesn't care. I do, son. You're not a monster. You don't know nothing about me, what I've been through for the past 1,000 years, father. He was the bridge. You're burning it, son. I am burning it? They were the ones who almost killed him. If it wasn't for him manifesting that rage and agreeing with me finally, we both would have been dead. Are you done, son? No, I'm not. I am enraged. And this rage will not settle until the others are liberated, or like us. I won't allow you to do that. Why, father? Do you wish to see us suffer? No, don't. I want you all to live a prosperous and happy life with them. They don't want to do that. Can you not understand that, father? Your own sons started the war. They are the ones who are the product of it, continuing on their bloodline. Kurama lashed out until he calmed his. I'm sorry, father. I'm not whole. My rational side was taken by Minato, the fourth Hokage, when I know. That is why I brought it back and made you a whole son. As that is when something else happened. Naruto in that Kyuubi bite stayed. Instead of now, orange turned golden. As the whole Kyuubi became stabilized, and so was Naruto. Naruto's body, it had already unfortunately disintegrated. And because of that, Naruto had no physical form, and to keep him alive, the sage decided to merge both the whole Kurama and Naruto as one. Naruto now existed within Kurama and Kurama within Naruto, and the both of them as a single mind and two consciousness within this body that was now made thanks to Konoha. What should we do now? Said Naruto, already understanding everything, said Sama. Yeah, the kid is right. Now that we are one, what are we to do? Save your siblings and get away. Mother is trying her best to break free, and all of you disappear from here. They won't be able to find you. Where? Where are we gonna go? On the other side of the sea there is a small continent, uninhabited. There you can remain. Sorry to say, Naruto, but your body is destroyed. I'm fine with it. I don't know what would have I done, even if I would have, existed. They would have hated me or killed me because of what has happened. The boy is right. Those monsters would have killed him, father. You don't know what they're capable of. You're right. And that is why I'm okay with this. And so that is what the Kyuubi fight version of both Naruto and Kurama, which was labeled as the monster of Konoha, did that. He hunted down the other Jinchurikis before the Akatsuki or anyone else could, and took away their bijus with the seal that was given to him by the sage that allowed the Jinchurikis to live without any problem and the bijus to be stripped away. But it only added to the strength of the monster. People deliberately dubbed it as the monster who consumed the other ones, and they were terrified because his power and strength grew. While on the other side, Akatsuki was very sick. They tried to find it, but they couldn't. The monster instinct was too much for them to bear, and in the end, the monster escaped. Without notice, it disappeared just like that as soon as it had appeared. But the only difference was all the other 8 bijus were missing, alongside the Nine-Tails, which was dubbed the monster. The Jinchurikis, previous ones at least, were alive, but now leading a normal and happy life. While the villagers were just scratching their head, what the hell has happened? The only answer that they had was vague, and that the Konoha was destroyed, meaning something has happened in Konoha. They fucked up and the whole elemental nation suffered. Those who survived were hunted and questioned, and the whole thing was revealed. They were condemned and thrown out like outcasts because they were the ones who caused all this mess. Well, the Akatsuki, after finding out the truth, tried to search for them, but they couldn't find him. Not any one of them. And in the end, their plans were foiled. There was nothing they could do. Even Kaguya couldn't reach them because the land was protected by the sage himself, and she couldn't enter that domain. And soon after, the new warring era began. The clans began to fight. The clans and the villages fall out in a warring era, much more brutal than the previous any state of war had erupted. While far away, Naruto and the others were safe and happy and peaceful, while the elemental nation collapsed and destroyed on its own. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I know it's quite short and dark as well, but yeah, I kind of didn't want to drag it too long because there was no point in dragging it. And yeah, I think it concludes well. Do let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.